What's going on, party people? It is your boy Coop here, and today we're looking at Korra. Yes, the new frame to warframe. This chick has a retarded looking head. I'm gonna get that out of the way right off the bat. It looks like a bunch of dirty clothes wadded up into a ball, right? It looks kind of like Princess Leia if she was like a meme, or like one of those apps that's on what is that little app that everyone's using today, and you can put like lips and like cat glitter on your face and stuff. It's like Instagram, kinda. I don't know, delete your messages. I don't know, a Snapchat. That's Snapchat. Her head looks like a Snapchat like filter. It's like blowing up the top of her head. Anyways, I think her head looks retarded. Both helmets are just completely dorky, 100% dorky. Nothing cool about them. Anyways, guys, I got a nuke build here for Korra. I spent some time leveling up, putting some forma on her, just to realize that the power strength that I was building her for does absolutely nothing. Because I wanted to show y'all a cool build with her whip, but I guess that is not a thing anymore for her. So, it's a range build. Basically, she is Vauban. Vauban with a stupider head. And I know Vauban got the dingleberry toes that like point back up at his nostrils, which is very not cool, of himself, but not gonna lie, I think Vauban, has Korra's beat right now in the looks department until she gets something done with that head, dude. Like, call Dr. Oz, like, do something, because it's out of control. But anyways, guys, so some weapon choices. Sobek, a great choice. Now what I'm showing you guys here is going to be with the Lenz and Hunter munitions. Why? Well, because Operation Plague Star is here, and you guys got this little cat that chills with you, and there's a mod that drops from Plague Star that means the Kavat will go attack any enemy who has a slash proc applied to them, right? So you're using Hunter munitions, applying the slash procs, and then you have a cat that's with you 24/7 and your sentinel, so you can have both. Or I guess maybe you could like double up. Maybe you get like an infested Kubro and the Kavat, just get crazy town. I don't know why. I don't think anyone uses the Charger Hellmouth or whatever it's called, because it kind of sucks. Let's just be honest about the situation with that. I mean, they need to do something cooler with it. Like maybe every time it kills an enemy, it like they convert over to your side or something. Something cool. Maybe it makes you take less damage from infested. They just need to do something with it. Anyways, guys, as you can see, this Lenz on its own is just crazy. Corpus cannot stand up to it. Look at those slash procs. That is out of control numbers. Those are huge. They're huge. Huge. Sorry, that's my best Donald Trump. Huge. So, really with Korra, her third ability, which is going to be like her little dog, it's like a dog call kind of. It's like your dog whistle. There's three possibilities for this. You can make it heal, make it protect, or make it attack. So I had it on attack. Now her 2 is basically going to be like Vauban's little orbs that he throws out, his little vortex, his 4. Those suck in all of the enemies. This one does the same thing. Absolutely the only difference is this one applies the status effect to an enemy and draws them all into an enemy, where Vauban's throws out an orb and it draws it all into the orb. Also, Vauban's 3rd is the same as Korra's 4th, aside from the sexual undertones that Korra's 4th has. That's the big difference. So Vauban suspends enemies in midair in like a ring in a certain radius around him. All the enemies that come in there will be suspended in midair. What Korra's does is it creates this like sex cage where all the enemies begin hanging with their asses hanging out. It's so similar to Vauban's, but like in a kind of a kinky way. It looks like a dominatrix, like sex cage or something. That's what it looks like. I mean, y'all use this 4th and you're gonna be like, okay, alrighty then. Just don't let your mom walk in the room while you're playing with Korra's number 4 ability. I'm just saying, she's gonna be like, oh, okay, honey, I'm calling your father. Anyways, guys, so the Orvius is the reason we're making this video. So this was so much fun when I was testing. You just wrangle all these dudes up. You have max range on. You can get out your pox, strip all this armor down because they're all right there together, and then you just throw out the Orvius and it immediately explodes everybody. Nope, they're not there. They no longer exist. They cease to exist on this plane of existence that was too much existy type words in the same sentence. I think I used 3. Existence, exist, and I'm still doing it. I'm out of control, guys. I'm out of control. Anyways, y'all, so this is the build I'm using for Korra. It's just something basic. I threw on steel fiber, vitality, just because I figured a lot of people would be using those. I probably won't be sticking to this build, just to be 100% honest. But for this range build, I am going to be testing this one out in some later game. I'm probably going to change her aura slot. I only had time to give her 1 forma. That is okay for our purposes today. Anyways, guys, so this is what the Orvius is gonna do. It's just gonna put the halo around them, make them feel like they're the Holy Ghost or something, like they're in a Jesus painting. They got like the little ring over their head. They're feeling happy and excited, and then all of a sudden they're just getting blown up. Excuse me, not blown. You know, that'd just be a good time all around, wouldn't it? Anyways, guys, I just thought this build was really fun. I mean, that's really what it is. It's just fun to group up a bunch of enemies and just blow them up. And this is a power fantasy that I mean, not like not like fantasy of mine. I'm just saying it's a power fantasy that DE does so well, of giving you these weird combinations that you can think of that just do mass destruction to all the enemies. And of course, these are level 100 corpus techs. I'm just kind of showing you what this thing can do with. I tried like a whole bunch of different elemental combos just to see which ones were the most effective. Viral is extremely effective, but look at that range. With maxed range, I can tether all those dudes up in their little, you know, bondage ball there, and there's just nothing they can do about it, and they're done. No, that's, you know, two strikes and you're out, son. In this game of baseball, at least. Anyways, guys, for the Orvius, I'm just doing a pretty basic setup. I got a little bit of crit on there, a little bit of crit damage, and this was just kind of like a beginner Orvius type thing. If you got a Riven and you want to see the build that I normally use, I would be happy to message it to you or post it in the comments, whatever you want. But I'll go ahead and throw that up here actually right now so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Alrighty, so we have got, of course, the True Steel, you know, crit chance, crit damage. These are not necessary. Prime Fury, again, not necessary, but the Orvius throws kind of slow. So I guess that one's just kind of up to you. Prime Fever Strike, absolutely. Condition Overload, absolutely optional. But you need Prime Fever Strike or Fever Strike, either one, as well as a heat mod of your choice. I just wanted a little bit of extra status chance, so I ended up putting on, of course, the dual status mods. But this whole build is really, I mean, there's a lot of the glaive mods that I could have put on there also. I'm talking about like mods like Power Throw, and that's what I normally have on my build, but I just wanted to test out a couple things and see, just putting, you know, a ragtag you know, group of mods on here, if I could still just explode these enemies at this high of a level. And yes, you absolutely can. Spoiled Strike, I know, is kind of like, well, it makes it go slower, but if you're having on Prime Fury, it overcompensates for that and actually makes it faster than its normal throwing. So, and it gives you 100% more damage, which is it is unbelievable on this. So I would definitely leave on Spoiled Strike, no matter what you change out. If you have a question about a particular mod, I'd be happy to let you know a substitution or what I would use in that particular scenario. Anyways, guys, that is gonna be all for me today. I hope y'all enjoyed this build. As far as I know, Korra is the only frame that can really use the Orvius in this way, which makes her unique, which makes it a really cool combination with this weapon. And this is one of the things I love about Warframe, is there's always these new little combos you can find that just deal ridiculous amounts of damage, and it's so fun. Vauban can almost do this, he just can't, because the way, you know, his ability works, it doesn't keep them all standing like this, so they're just not all grouped and standing perfectly for you to give them the little Jesus halo over the head and just smoke check everybody. Anyways, guys, I will check you all later. Hit me up if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. If y'all have discovered a way of using Korra, which I have not yet, which is quite possible because I've only been using her for, you know, like a day, because you know, been reviewing all this other stuff at the same time. Anyways, guys, peace, love y'all.